Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's just take a moment to center ourselves. Feet flat on the ground. Just be aware of where we are. In the middle of the tabletop role-playing game storm, we are an island of calm. Let us just be grateful for this moment that we are in. And be grateful for the OGGM for sharing this moment with us and telling us the end of the day tabletop role-playing game news. An island of tranquility amongst the OSR firefight. What's going on as we bring this day to a close? Well, we've got some news from Paizo about a new adventure path and some new figures. We don't have a link or any pictures of the figures, but apparently it's a martial arts themed adventure path called Fists of the Ruby Phoenix. If that doesn't sound like a classic Kung Fu theater, I don't know what is. It's basically it looks like it's a Mortal Kombat for Pathfinder. And they're going to have some new figures for it. All, I guess, pre-painted miniatures featuring a variety of individuals, both famous and not famous, all in vaguely fighting poses. And it takes place in a setting called Danger Island. I guess I am way behind on my Pathfinder because I did not know there was a place called Danger Island in Glorian. I think all we can say in regards to this is Mortal Kombat! Bam, 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 bam. Of course, we can't call it Mortal Kombat, so we're going to call it Fists of the Ruby Phoenix. Who thinks they're going to get in trouble and be called out for racial appropriation or whatever you call it? Okay, moving on. Now, I mentioned this one yesterday, but we didn't have a lot of information on it. Now we do. This might sound familiar to some people. Other people will be like, I still don't know what that is. So yesterday I mentioned that the Firefight is coming back. Memantic Creations, who I think is currently under the Modifius umbrella, is re-releasing Firefight. Now a lot of people responded, I don't know what that is. It's had other names like Command Protocols. And it looks to be a science fiction themed skirmish game. Something we're all familiar with. We have 2-player starters. Oh, well, these guys use a drill. They're my favorite. This would be an awesome toy. These guys got a tank. These guys don't get a vehicle. These guys get speeder bikes. These guys get whatever. I don't even know what to call this thing. A hover tank platform gun thing. And robo-dogs. Okay, maybe robo-dogs are my favorite. And these guys also get robo-dogs. So are they 2 or 1? This is done through Memantic and Warlord Games. Then you got this thing. The Enforcer Interceptor. That's pretty cool looking. The Plague Battle Group Dropship. And the Plague Battle Group Combat Tank. That's like a toy I would have wanted when I was a kid. The Plague Mortar Mule. That one looks cool too, though. That one looks more Mad Max. And that gun doesn't really look futuristic. That gun looks very Iron Age. Weird. We've got this more tanks. These look very BattleTech Warhammer. This cool looking dropship looks right out of Aliens. Then 27 8-sided dice. So I guess that's how it's different than Warhammer. It uses 8-sided dice instead of 6-sided dice. And again, if it sounds familiar, but you're like, yeah, a dropship. Firefight, I don't know. You might recognize some of the other names like Dead Zone, Kings of War, Armada, Dungeon, Terrain Crate, and Hellboy are all series that these guys have also tried. So it sounds like these guys take a look at, Games Workshop and other product out there that does skirmish games and then release their own. I do like this drill thing, though. I'm sure we'll have some more information for it as it becomes available. Now we've got some new end of the day news from our friends over at the game company whose name I keep getting wrong, Modifius. We've got 2. First, we've got Captain's Log, a solo play role-playing game set in the universe of Star Trek. It's a 326-page, full-colored, standalone, digest-sized rule book using the award-winning 2D20 system set in the world of Starfleet. Doesn't say which time period it is, but there's a Ferengi, so DS9 time period, I guess, sometime around there. And you play a character throughout various solo role-playing Star Trek adventures and try and get yourself through the 326 pages. So on a cold, rainy day when you're trapped inside, bundled up, listening to the sound of my voice, you could break this out and boldly go where no one has gone before, by yourself, in front of the fire, while it's raining and you're staying comfy. This one looks fun. It's called Winter of the Atom. It is a source book adventure path fiction from the Fallout universe. So it's an adventure path. It presents a whole new area and a whole new rules and a whole new faction and a whole new style to explore the world of Fallout. But there's also a story going through it. So you can totally immerse yourself in the nuclear winter in the quest book, the first quest book for the Fallout role-playing game. And it is $35 for an entire new chunk of land, ideas, lore, equipment, rules, getting trapped in the snow, and for being forced to eat your friends, all those fun things. And that's it for today. Hopefully you appreciate that I do this for you guys every day. If you don't, that's okay. It's all good. We're all the same. We are all just bits of stardust floating through the multiverse. Everybody poops. Breathe in, breathe out. Why don't you just take a calming moment to hit that subscribe button so you know every day when I've posted something. Till then, have a great rest of the day. Namaste, and I will see you all tomorrow.